Alright. So, I'll have to go find Belduke's residence. Well, we reached the square, but I wonder where the alchemist's residence is. Hey Nick, look over there! There's a street leading away from the square. Hey, you're right. Let's go take a look. Hey, the weird kid. I'm not gonna talk. Just you guys talk it out. I'm kind of angsty to do a puzzle. So let's see if we can do one. There we go. Oh, it's one of these. Right. Cloud maze too. Yeah. Alright, let's see if she can do it. 50 points, that was good. It's a lot of Pekarat. Let's go this path. Oh no. Into the hole. Blink. It's not. Oh, well, okay. Into the hole. This way. Let's go fall down this hole. Whee! Blink. And fall down this one. Whee! Blink. What the hell is that? That's okay. There's Phoenix. I gotta get in the inner working of the circle. Let's go in this one. Blink. This one. This hole. Blink. This jump. This hole. Top one. Blink. And I gotta get to that other hole, probably. To that hole there, probably. I'm assuming. I don't know. Down. I got closest when I went to this hole, I think, right? Yeah. So... Boink. Let's bounce on this one. There we go, right? Maybe? I don't know. It's new area, so, yeah. Oh, ooh, fall down here. And then fall down here. And then fall down here. And yay, Phoenix! 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 Done.
Maya the Magnificent strikes again.
Heck yeah, Maya the Magnificent.
All in a day's work for Maya Fey, Ace Assistant.
Alright, let's go to Belding's place then. I was just itching to do a puzzle. I'm sorry about that. The puzzles are hard, but they're fun too. And they got their own fun sense to them. So this is Sir Belding's residence. It definitely looks like an alchemist's house. I've never seen plants like these before. So, what do we do now? Just because the owner's deceased, we can't exactly go barging in. But have you noticed just how well kept his yard is? It looks like someone is still living here. Someone has definitely been doing the upkeep around here, that's for sure. Hey, who's that over there? Oh no, a weirdo? Is that a girl? No, that's a guy, right? My sincere apologies, I'm afraid medicaments are no longer being provided here. Huh? Did you not come here for medicaments of some kind? No, we didn't come here for that. We're here to investigate the incident, the one involving Sir Belding. Forgive me if I'm mistaken, but you do not look like members of the Knights of the Inquisition. I'm Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. And you? I'm guessing you live here? Indeed. My name is Jean Grayor. I was butler to the late Master Belding. Wow, a butler? This must be my first time meeting a real one. Well, Mr. Grayor, if you don't mind, I've been told that the incident involving your master was shrouded in mystery. Has it got something to do with the Great Witch Bozella? We're trying to investigate that at the moment. The Great Witch Bozella? Am I right in supposing that you are defending Espella Cantabella? Well, actually, yes we are. So you know Espella, do you? That goes without saying. Everyone around here knows her. Do you think you can help us? We're here looking for leads. While he was alive, the Master taught me the value of investigating the truth that governs the natural world. If you, too, are investigating the truth, then it would be against his teachings for me not to cooperate with you. Would you both like to come in? We can discuss the matter further inside. That would be great. Thank you, Mr. Grayor. Well, spoken like a true butler. He's a pretty cool guy, isn't he, Nick? What is this room? This is the room that Master Belding kindly provided as my accommodation. So, is this the room where the incident took place? That would be the Master's study. It is the room right next door. However, the state of the room has been carefully preserved since the incident 3 months ago. As such, entry into the room is not currently permitted. Really? Bummer. Is that by order of the Knights of the Inquisition by any chance? Yes, and as I have lived with Master since an early age, they also decided it would be only fitting for me to stay on and keep the place in order. So you've been looking after the place ever since Sir Belding passed away? Yes, that's correct. Now then, is there anything further you wish to discuss? As I mentioned a moment ago, I know very little about this matter. As a matter of fact, it might be better to ask the Inquisitors. I can tell you about one thing, though, namely what occurred before the incident. Before the incident? Yes. It was 3 months ago, around the time the Master was murdered.
We were on our way back from collecting specimens for research, and it was already into the small hours of the morning. There was a thunderstorm on the way, and as the storm drew nearer, we quickly made our way home. Anyone would have been surprised at what we saw. But Master Belduke, well, how can I put this? He reacted in a most peculiar way. Unlike others who saw it, he seemed unsettled, as if he was truly afraid of something. After that bell tower appeared, he changed completely. Master Belduke became a different man.
Damn, so the bell tower just like materialized like that? Wait a second. Did you just say a bell tower appeared? Hey, that explains it. That must be what High Inquisitor Darklaw meant when she mentioned an incident involving the bell tower. To this day, I do not know what the Master was so afraid of. Do you think it was connected in some way to his death? I think it must have been magic. I mean, for a bell tower to just appear like that. Mr. Grey Earl, do you mind if we have a look around? I know that the Inquisitors have already carried out a full investigation, but there just might be a clue or two with some kind of connection to the Great Witch. Well, I suppose. Providing I'm allowed to accompany you, of course. There is sensitive equipment everywhere, and it is my responsibility to take care of it. I understand. We'll be careful. I wonder how the Professor and Luke are doing with their visit to the storyteller. Yeah, I've been wondering about that too. A chance to meet Labyrinthia's creator. Let's just hope they don't upset the guy and have some terrible plot twists written about them. That'd only happen if it was you that visited the storyteller, Nick. The Professor would never let anything like that happen. I've got a feeling they'll come back with some pretty useful leads. We have to do our best too, Nick. Let's keep up our side of this investigation. You got it, Maya. We're all in this together. Come on, let's see what we can find. That's the spirit. And we got another thingy. The bell tower. The bell tower in the town square is under continuous guard. Could this be related in some way to the death of the alchemist? I don't know. The Great Witch Brazella will be tried in the court? That will be Labyrinthia's final chapter. A fitting end for a town ruled by witches and their magic. Am I to believe that this final chapter has already begun? That is correct. And there is no way you can possibly change its final outcome. I wonder about that. You see, I gave my word to a young lady. I promised that without fail I would be able to rescue her. If I'm not mistaken, the Great Witch trial will begin in 2 weeks' time. The the same day on which you will hold your next parade. I believe that should give us sufficient time to show you what we can do. Such a smug countenance. I find it intolerable. I beg your pardon. 2 weeks from now, you say. I'm afraid that information is out of date, Herschel Layton. Out of date? What do you mean? My parade will be held the day after tomorrow, according to the amended story. What? What? The day after tomorrow? That's not fair. Now that's the kind of countenance I want from the characters in my story. What? That's what I do, didn't you know? I decide the fate of characters who have no knowledge of their future. It would appear that you are not yet fully aware of the gravity of the situation. Let me see now. Just for fun, I'll write you a little story, a story full of surprises and a few tears. I shall enjoy seeing the emotions of the characters as they play their parts. A story for us? Stories are a fixture of this town. It would be wise to embrace them. Let's see. I think we need a stimulating incident. We shall have a witch, some witchcraft, and perhaps a little death. Death. You can't. Oh, but I can. Let me see. This is a golden opportunity to use the alchemist's residence. How about this? Your comrade meets with death by golden curse in the alchemist's residence. This could be a truly interesting story. No way. Feel free to act as you wish when playing your role in this story. How can you? Oh no. The beginning of a new tragedy, or farce. The victim of a golden curse lies in the dwelling of a user of false alchemy. A man from afar falls to a golden curse, and a woman from afar cries out in grief. The woman is captured. Her dark trial begins. The fiery pit will cleanse all her sins. Man from afar fall into a golden curse, and a woman from afar cries out in grief. This must be referring to Maya and Mr. Wright. If we don't do something, Mr. Wright and Miss Fay will be in danger. There's no time to lose, Luke. Let's go and find them. Right you out, Professor. The story has already been written, and no matter what you do, you will not change the result. I do not agree. What we do next can change the future in any number of ways. I'm sure that's what you want to believe, in fact. A naive outburst like that could be a poignant plot point. Please, be my guest. Your words may help to raise the tension and bring a little excitement to my story. You monster! Luke, now's not the time. We need to help Mr. Wright and Maya. Okay, let's go, Professor. Better hurry. Uh-oh. A friend's death. No. Professor, do you hear a flapping sound coming this way? The sound of a large bird, perhaps. That's the owl that we saw in the audience room. It's holding a letter in its mouth, not to mention watching us intently. Perhaps he wants to tell us something. I'll try to talking to him to see what he wants. What can we do for you? I've got it, Professor. Hoot, that's the owl. Says the letter was delivered to the storyteller 3 months ago. To the storyteller? If that's so, then we can't very well keep it. After all, it's wrong to read letters addressed to someone else. That's what the owl said. But he also said there's absolutely nothing written on the sheets of parchment inside the envelope. Look, Professor, see? They're totally blank. A letter with nothing written on it. That is indeed most curious. And another thing, Professor. The owl says this letter was sent by the alchemist. What's that, my boy? Written by the alchemist. Do you remember what the storyteller wrote in that story he penned a moment ago? The victim of a golden curse lies in the dwelling of a user of false alchemy, which probably means the place at which this incident will occur. This is the home of the one who sent this letter. In other words, at the alchemist's house, right, Professor? It appears the address of the sender, Sir Belduke, is written on the envelope, which means we had better make our way there immediately. Thanks, Mr. Huge. Blank letter. The address on the envelope is somewhere near the town square. That's a little far from here, Professor. We might not make it in time. I think we'd better run. Look, my boy, we have the need to run to steed. I think you're right, Professor. That would be far quicker than running. They're on the horses. Quickly, Luke. There's no time to lose. Hey, easy, boy. This horse is certainly spirited. They gotta save them. They can make it. Hey, Nick, have you noticed that the color of the wall is different from all the other ones? I think I've investigated enough crime scenes by now. To notice something as obvious as that, Maya. I'm embarrassed to admit it, but actually there was a small fire here a while ago. It was my fault. The wall ended up a little bit singed in the process. Now that you mention it, there are some signs of a fire on the floor there too. Yes, that's correct. Anyway, I decided to paint the wall myself. Looks like Mr. Grey Earl is way handier with his herbs than with a paintbrush. I lit a candle, set fire to some dry straw, and all my time as a butler. I've never made such a major blunder. Nah, it's not that bad. You're being a little hard on yourself. That's right, it's not so bad. You think that's bad? You should see Nick try and do the laundry. Now that's a major blunder. Okay, that was one time. Anyway. Let's go check out Mr. Belduke's study. While we're here, could you show us around your room a little, Mr. Grey Earl? Of course. If it will bring you any closer to finding the truth, be my guest. However, as the Knights of the Inquisition have ordered that the crime scene be left undisturbed, I must ask that you refrain from touching anything while you are in the study. Sure, we'll be careful. My God, if I could only just leave this place. Hey, look, Nick, they're on the floor. It's one of those whatchamacallits. You know, a crop circle, right? That's an alchemist's circle, Maya. We're not in a wheat field. I'm sorry to repeat myself, but please, be sure not to touch anything. You heard him, Maya. That means keep your hands to yourself. No problem. I'll just do the touching with my eyes. I like how she she puffs her face out. This is too funny. With your eyes? Alright, let's talk to him. What's the matter, Mr. Grey Earl? Oh, it's that pendant. I must say, I find it fascinating. Oh, you mean this old thing? It's called a Magatama. Magatama. Yep. You could say it's kind of like my source of power, I guess. I understand. Stones are often charged with energy, after all. The pendant you're wearing is pretty neat, too. It's such a mysterious color. Oh, this? It's an amethyst. Master Belduke asked me to wear it. An amethyst. The amethyst brings about good vibrations in any alchemy sense. Mr. Grey Earl? Oh, I'm sorry. I was just remembering Mr. Belduke. He gave me the stone and accepted me as his assistant alchemist. But now, Master, such is the order of the natural world. It seems like Greyo really misses him. He must have really respected Sir Balduc. Anything we can find in here? What's this stuff? Looks like a load of white powder has been scattered around the desk. About this white powder, has it been here since the incident? That's right. It was just like this when I entered the room on the morning following the incident. I have left it this way ever since. I guess someone must have dropped a container full of some medicine. Please try not to walk in it. You may leave footprints. Now that you said it, all I want to do is leave little old footprints all over the place. It'll be like Maya was here. You don't want that, Maya. You really don't. It wouldn't be nicely done. Ain't really nothing else here, is it? A painting. Hey, that's a pretty little picture over there. We could use a picture like this back at the office, don't you think? We could hang it right next to Charlie. What is it, Nick? The wall behind this picture frame. The wall? Oh, that... Seems like there's some kind of green mark on the wall, just by the painting. I wonder if there's something hidden behind this painting. Hey, Nick, look at this. The wall behind the painting. It's painted green. Is there a problem? No problem. This could be some kind of clue. Okay. Is that all I can get in here? Something's happening. Well, I think we've just about investigated everything we can for now. But we didn't find any leads to the Great Witch. Oh, Mr. Greyo. Yes, what is it? Is there anywhere else you can think of where we might find more clues? Let me see. Well, there's a cellar under this study. That's where the master kept his research material. A cellar under this room? Yes, there's a trapdoor in the floor leading down to the cellar. A room containing Balduc's research materials. If you don't mind, I'd like to have a quick look at that room. I see. Very well. If you'll please just wait a moment. That ladder leads down into the cellar, but be careful. It's rather dark down there. Looks like it might be a little cramped down there, too. That's true. Perhaps it's a little bit small for the both of you at once. Okay, Nick, this seems more like your kind of thing anyway. What? What do you mean? I don't know. I guess you're just more suited to small, dark, damp places. I'm not a rat, you know. Come on, you know that's not what I mean. I'll just stay here and snoop around for some clues. It's not snooping, Maya. It's investigating. Anyway, you do that. I'll be right back. Yay, way to go, Nick. Well, I should return to my room. Please give me a call as soon as you have both finished. Okay, got it. I don't like his face, man. This butler kind of scares me. And like something's supposed to happen to us. I don't know what, but I don't know. It's just creeping me out. Brr, it's a little chilly down here. Doesn't look like it's been used much. The air is so musty and stale. Anyway, better hurry up and take a look around. What the hell is there like a goat in here? looks like a sculpture of a goat. I think something about it gives me the creeps. Wait a second. Is this... This thing is completely made of gold. Could this be the result of alchemy? I guess in this town anything's possible. If Maya were here, she'd break her back trying to take that goat away with her. That's strange. Almost everything in this room is covered in a layer of dust. Everything except for that goat. That is, seems to have been kept in pristine condition. A bucket? A well? Well. If this isn't a well, looks like it's still in use too. I'm guessing you need quite a bit of clean water for alchemy. Come to think of it, I haven't noticed any plumbing here in Labyrinthia. Pots, a stool. The desk is the obvious choice to look at. Looks like Sir Belduc studied alchemy here too. I don't see anything medicine-like, but there sure is a lot of equipment. This desk is pretty messy. Not a speck of dust, though. I guess Grey Earl must be keeping it clean. There's a wooden box by the desk filled with all kinds of junk. A doll is peeping out of the box. I wonder if it was left by a little girl who was one of the doctor's patients. Well, looks like I've pretty much seen all there is to see down here. The room doesn't seem to have been used much. There's nothing I can see that might provide a lead. If I stay here any longer, I might just end up covered in dust myself. Not to mention standing here sighing is kind of clogging up my lungs. Maybe it's time I head back upstairs. I should probably see how Maya's doing. This is the alchemist's house. We have to hurry. Who are those people? But Professor... Wait for me!
Miss Fay!
Hi, Professor. What's up? You look flushed.
Where's Mr. Wright? Have you seen him?
Oh, Nick. He's just down in the basement doing some investigating. He should be back up soon. So how did it go? Did you get to see the storyteller?
Please, get Mr. Wright, immediately. It's safer if we're all together in one place. I'll explain later. Just hurry.
Huh?
As things stand, Mr. Wright is in serious danger.
Nick's in danger? What do you mean?
I have reason to
Just
believe
go get
that a
him.
witch will appear here soon.
Oh God.
Oh?
Oh, here we go. Oh no.
All is as written in the story.
Do you happen to be the great witch Bazella?
Concern yourselves not with who I am, but rather with what you will now become.
Oh no, Layton! Are you gonna help? We gotta, no. And who are those weird people in front? Oh dearie me, whatever's the matter, child? You look positively flustered. Miss Primstone. That must be the, Bardley's, rival. Sir Belduc is no longer resident here. You'll need to go elsewhere for your medicament. I know that. Let me through. It's a matter of life and death. Bardley. Life and death, you say? If so, then I may foresee a hit ballad. Raise up your hearts and sing with Bardley. My bird is Cracker. First, second, and thirdly. Ah, this must be that rival Mr. Bardley was talking about. Anyway, I'm in a hurry. Oh, dearie me. Why's that drunk guy coming? Layton! No! His arm! put her on trial, aren't they?
Professor, the words the storyteller wrote really did come true. And in the worst possible way. A man from afar falls to a golden curse. At first, I thought he was referring to Mr. Wright. But I got it all wrong. It was about the professor.
No! Professor! Damn! She left the scepter behind to frame Maya. Golden Professor Layton. Professor Layton was turned into a golden statue through witchcraft in the alchemist's residence. How can this be? And he says nothing because he's golden. Oh, God. Okay. I guess next time we continue. See you then.